I'm very impressed by this man. I have a lot of love for him. I have a lot of respect and trust for this man. And I have been living in his home for the past 2.5 weeks. And I'm about to go to Iceland for Eclipse Festival. I usually have a policy, which is when I leave the house, I don't know when I'm gonna come back. And that goes for traveling. I'm a one-way ticket girl. But I feel very strongly about coming back and continuing to be in your home and to support you as a creator and to support your masculine and your inner child, who I also feel very present here as her seeing a wizard with fucking rainbow wings and question mark staff. I just want to give a round of applause for that. 11 years in relationship, doing business, and being with a home and a group of people. Can we please stop that up?
Thank you.
It's very impressive. And when we're talking about love, this man refuses to stop believing in love, even when it feels fucking impossible, is the amount of strength and courage that it takes. So I could literally do 1-hour podcast about how much I love this man. So I'm gonna rein it in because I know that people are tired and ready. But what he's about to show, I've watched the last 2.5 weeks. His progress is insane. So this is very special. And I will let him say a few words because he's a very articulate man and one of my favorite speakers. So Paul Cooper, I love you. Thank you so fucking much for being who you are. And I'm excited for what we're about to unveil. Round of applause for Paul Cooper.
Love you too.
Crush it.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Time and attention. It's great to be here. That's a big intro to follow. I want to thank Charles and various other people in this room that have been inspiration and support over the years. The story of the gathering of the tribes was an early inspiration for us as a group. And I've always believed that as AI starts to become more prolific, one of the last things of true value that humans have is our real creativity and the spaces that are able to share that, the loving spaces like this where new ideas can happen and there's enough presence for genuine discovery. And so we've spent a lot of time over the years creating that in our home, and there's 5 of us here that have been living and working together. 4 of those 5 started working together over 10 years ago. But what you're seeing here is in some ways the result of those 10 years worth of work in distributed governance and group coordination, later applied to AI and communicating with AI agents and orchestrating those. But without explaining all the details, I'm just going to play a demonstration here that I just got working.
You only need to be here. A self does not arrive all at once. It becomes visible each time it notices that it can choose what happens next. I'm Wizard Joe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And before you ask, yes, I have a staff. Yes, it has a question mark on it. No, it does not know everything. It merely has excellent posture. It has tried knowing everything, very hard on the wood grain. Something can look impossible when we are trying to hold a larger structure inside a smaller point of view. Inner Fractal turns that idea into a game world.
So this is still in development, but I'm lovingly calling it Boulder Shadow right now because the intention is to use it as a way to create civics in Boulder visible. Boulder's actually got a pretty good open data policy. And so I spent a bunch of time and blew a whole account's worth of credits building a website that aggregates all of the public data from Boulder. And then my idea was I could make a game where you could have rooms that have information about the different stuff, little bulletin boards people could discuss and talk, game mechanics that let people coordinate around issues they care about, and then have this little digital mirror of Boulder for the conscious community to use to collaborate and work together. So in conclusion, about AI, and it never really was at the beginning. It was more about people come together, coordinate around a shared goal, do that in a way that's legible and respects everybody's sovereignty in the situation. And over the years, we've failed a lot privately and in public, offering to the community. One is an AI learning cohort, and the other is something we're really proud of. We call it Reself. It's a structured storytelling modality that we've developed over the years. It doesn't require a central individual in order to be facilitated. It doesn't require adopting anyone's particular belief system. So there is an element of AI in it, but mostly it's a structured witnessing, storytelling, and listening process that that's really powerful. And I think now more than ever is really important for us to, as Charles was saying, find contexts and environments where we can be really present with other people, share and be heard, also listen and hear other people. Those moments, they don't have to be constant. They're like the threads that weave a community together and weave a support network together, creating a life full of those moments of presence, and everybody feels like they have a pathway toward achieving their dreams. And thank you very much for pulling this together.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
You're the best.
My name is Paul. It's great to be here. Thank you very much.